She's paving a way for her livelihood. Cruising in the prime of her life, Erin Sterling has no choice but to saddle up and protect her future. Both with grit and determination, she's facing her life obstacle head on.
I'm going to need support. I have a dream. I'm somebody who is coming from a position where, not everything is always easy. But I have a good attitude, and I move forward and I find a way.
After a successful decade as a call centre representative at Shaw Communications, Erin feels that her scope of contribution in the workplace is shrinking. At a steady pace, Erin Sterling is losing her hearing.
My hearing loss was diagnosed late. I have memories prior to the diagnosis being in front of the TV as a child, and my Auntie Myrna, for example, saying, "You need to sit back, you're too close. Erin, why are you so close to the TV?" And I remember experiencing frustration at that, but I didn't know why. So it wasn't until grade 7 that my mom kind of clued in that I don't think Erin's hearing everything that I say, and she took me in to have my hearing tested.
And by age 10, she was officially diagnosed with hearing loss and was given hearing aids for the first time.
Hearing aids are definitely essential to how I get through my day. Specifically, I use the Starkey hearing aid, and that's been the best sound for me. I've tried a few different kinds, but that's definitely my brand. I expect to be a Starkey hearing aid wearer for a long time.
She struggles with clarity and word recognition, only able to hear about 50% in each ear.
I also rely on lip reading. So I need a direct line of sight to hear people because I follow along with what people are saying. I don't hear well in the dark. I don't hear well when people tend to cover their mouths like that. So, those are little challenges that might come up.
Basic communication within a call centre environment is becoming more difficult for her.
Shaw's definitely done everything they can to create job positions for her that work with her hearing impediment. There comes a time when you feel perhaps less important in your role, or like you're holding people down. And she hasn't given up, and she hasn't shied away from any challenge in her job position.
Figuring out what I can do and what the team needs and how I can basically fit in.
She's really taken on any new role with vigor and with life and passion, but there's just something missing that she really wants to be doing.
The positive and vibrant young woman is aiming towards a career change that will rekindle a lifelong passion and dream.
Dream Tree Flowers and Gifts.
She wants to open up her own florist and gift shop.
I've always wanted to work with flowers. Ever since I was a little girl, my mom used to take me to the nurseries, and the nursery lady said, "I have never met a child that likes plants as much as yours." She would take me around and she would show me the things that we were growing, and she spent a lot of time with me, that lady. And little did she know, she was actually having a really far-ranging impact on my life. So at some point, I kind of gave up on the idea of being a florist. I chose instead to go to university, but I'm getting back to that now. I'm getting back to what I really want to do and what's in my heart, and this is it.
Erin says that giving flowers doesn't require words, and that a beautiful bouquet can convey the most deepest feelings both from and to a person's heart. She wants her business to play a part in helping to deliver messages of congratulations, love, sympathy, and thankfulness.
I'm really grateful for all of the support and help that I've had at Shaw, and really made my successes there possible. But now I want to start something for me. I want to start something new and fresh, that I can control and create. Got a great location picked out.
She's really taking a big leap of faith and a big risk to go chase that dream, and yeah, I really hope that it happens for her.
So once you get your flowers to the way you want them.
Erin is currently seeking startup funding, particularly within the deaf or hard of hearing community.
I'm hoping that my story will inspire people enough to want to reach out and make a connection and possibly become a donor.
Not a penny would go to waste, yeah.
I know it's a lot to ask from people that I don't know. As far as the people that do know me, I have a lot to be thankful for already, actually. I would like to thank the people that I know in my life that repeat themselves so patiently for me, who overlook my social missteps, because I don't hear something properly, and who laugh at me, when that happens. What I'm asking for today is a totally different kind of support. It's a big step. I have mixed feelings about it just because my experiences at Shaw have been so good. But I'm ready. I can't ignore it anymore.
Any money she receives will help pay for education in floral design as well as marketing the business.
I need to hire a lawyer. I need to hire an accountant. There's business, there's conceptual stuff, as far as like my logo. I'd like to get started on that. I'd like to get started on a website. So for now, I'm looking for startup funding.
Like the amount of research that she's already done, the amount of dedication that she has. She makes soap as a hobby. She's been very creative around her home. She's very creative in life. She loves to cook. There's many things that she does with her hands and ways that she really gets involved in the community and in her friends' lives and stuff. And I would love to see that passion and that drive sort of and that creativity have the community be able to have a part of that in their life.
She's a natural.